Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Baldur's Gate. Um, Here we are in Bergast and we are just about to visit the smith, Thunderhammer, so let's go and do that.
Yeah, I hope this is worth it.
He had some very good items that we were
I can
interested
make
in,
whatever
but
you wish for a wee
they
little
were a
bit
little
more than me
too
competition.
pricey for our purse back then. But right now we have a lot of money, so we can surely afford at least some of them. He says, an interesting piece of material you got there. Ankheg, if I'm not mistaken. Been a while since I seen the like, but if I remember correctly, it makes a fine set of armor. If properly treated, it's comparable to full plate, and with half the weight. If you're willing to part with your shells, I'll give you 500 gold for the lot of them. No more can I offer with business as slow as it is. Iron shortage hurting us all. Indeed, we have an Ankak shell that we have found next to the Neshkol mines when we exited it on an actual Ankeg, and we have taken it from its corpse. As he says, he can buy it for 500 gold, but if you say that you would rather not sell it, then he offers to make you a set of Ankak shell armor for 4,000 gold, which is an okay deal, but we already have an Ankak shell armor, and I'm not really that fond of it. For one, it looks quite silly, looking green as it is, and the more important reason is that it doesn't offer as good protection against various weapon types as full plate does. So I usually only wear Ankak plate on whoever has the lowest strength in the party and cannot wear full plate. So yeah, I'll go ahead and accept his offer of 500 gold. I don't really need another set of Ankak plate right now. You have just bought yourself some Ankak, sir. A pleasure doing business with you. Ah, this will make a fine suit of plate for a governor or better. Nobility like exotic materials and don't care much about the price. Probably close to 20,000 gold for a 10 days work when I'm finished. I may survive this iron shortage after all. Well, you could have given us a little more than 500 then, couldn't you? Well, whatever.
I can make whatever you wish for a wee little bit
Hello
more
there,
than
is
me
there something I can
competition.
do for you this fair day? Yes, could you show us what you have for sale? And let's take a look. Do we have anything to sell? Yes, we have this +1 longsword and this two-handed sword. And let's take a look at his offering. We could buy this +1 mage back from him, which means that Minsk could use 2 weapons. I think that's a pretty good idea, to be honest with you. Let's take a look if he has another +1 mace or something like that. No, it doesn't look like. Oh, he has. Actually, we could buy both maces, and then Minsk would be a killing machine up close. Yeah, I think I will do that actually. This is great. This is great. By the way, before I spend a lot of money here, I want to take a look at my characters' inventories and see who has the highest charisma. And Seville is among the highest, so that's fine.
I can make whatever you wish
When
for
you
a
buy
wee
stuff,
little bit more than me
it makes sense
competition.
to use your best charisma that you have available in your party, because it lowers the price. Okay, let's buy those. Let's see, what else? What else do we have here? I think he had... Yes, he has a suit of full plate mail, which is very useful. I think I might buy that. I don't know. Or we could go for this shadow armor +3 for Imoen. Well, not sure. Let's go with... I'm thinking if later it would be useful to us, this full plate mail. I think it would be, yeah. I will go ahead and buy that. And we just cannot afford the shadow armor, though we have some other items for sale. Like this +1 two-handed sword. I'll take another look at what this stupefier does. 25% chance of stunning the target for 1d4 round. No save. That's actually very good. I didn't know this was this powerful. Okay, we'll give this Ankh shell plate to Dorn, whose armor class has just gotten a little bit better. And let's take a look at this two-handed sword +1. That's not better than Dorn's, so we'll just go ahead and sell that as well. Okay.
I can make whatever you wish for a wee little bit more than me competition.
And I will sell both of these plate mail armors. Why not? And now we have 15,000, which means we could afford this shadow armor once again. But I think I will hold on to this money for now, as we are going to visit High Hedge soon. And it's been rumored that there is a mage living there who could sell us some items. So, yeah, we'll need some money when we get there, so I'm going to hold on to it for now.
It shall be even bloodier than you hope.
And by the way, the thing that I was talking about, I just want to take a look here. Full plate mail offers an armor class of 1 and -3 versus slashing and -2 versus piercing and missile. So actually it's much better against slashing and missile than against other weapons. And let's take a look at the Ankh plate mail, which means that it offers the same base protection, which is 1, but only -2 versus slashing and 0 versus piercing and missile. So it's actually 1 worse in those areas. So this is why I usually go with the full plate mail instead of the Ankh plate mail. That's the only reason.
I understand.
Be direct. It shall be even bloodier than you hoped.
Also in the original game, oh actually, we are not done here yet. In the original game, the Ankh plate was considered a magical item, which meant that you could not wear Ring of Protection along with it. But this was changed in the enhanced edition. Now it's a non-magical armor. Excuse me. And indeed, we have been approached by Officer Vi. Ah, Sebel, I thought I might be you. It might be you. These southern parts are set quite afire with talk of your work in Nashkel. I am Officer Vi of the Flaming Fist, and, to be honest, I could use your help. Sorry. I'm honored to be found worthy of your notice, officer. How may I be of assistance? I care not a whit for your name and title, Officer Vi. The word of the Flaming Fist may be the law in these parts, but the extent of the law stops within the reach of my blade. Well, that's quite a badass answer there, but let's go with number 2. My contingent and I are cut off from Baldur's Gate. We haven't received new orders for close to a week, and to be honest, I don't like the feel of this at all. The bandit raids have been getting worse since you returned from Nashkel. I used to think that they were just your usual brigands out to make a quick buck in troubled times, but not anymore. They are working for someone. One way or another, I've got to get my troops back to Baldur's Gate. I'll pay you 50 gold pieces for every bandit scalp that you can bring me, and spread the news. I want this whole region cleared before the winter comes. And indeed, we have received this quest, and we could sell these bandit scalps for 50 gold apiece, which is twice as good as we've been offered for them earlier. Unfortunately, once you do so, you won't be able to sell anymore because, well, at some point in the game she will leave this tavern. So we will need to hold on to these for a while because we are going to look for Tazok and his bandits, and chances are we will end up with a lot more bandit scalps than these. So when we return, we will have a lot of bandit scalps to sell, and it will be better if she's around when we come back. For that reason. So that's a little trick there that could maximize your income from bandit scalps. Otherwise, we are ready to move on, because there is nothing else in Baragast for now for us. And I'm thinking I might actually go to High Hedge now and check out that mage I was talking about. So let's take a look around here. This is a whole new area to explore, a big one. Although all areas are the same size in this game, if I remember correctly, or all of these world map areas that you can see on the map here. This was changed in later games when they introduced different sized areas. By the way, let's take a look at what Minsk's attacks are right now. He has a attack of 13 in his right hand and 17 in his left hand, and his attacks per round is 5 per 2, which means that he has a right-handed attack in every round and a left-handed attack in every round, and another right-handed attack in every second round. So that's great. And his damage is 10 to 15. This was a very good choice to switch from two-handed swords to maces. Also, I think on level 6 he will gain another proficiency slot, which we will put into two-handed weapon style, or two-weapon style instead. Which means that his penalty for the left hand will decrease by 2. So it will be 13 to 15 then, although he will be higher level, so it will be even lower. So that's really great. Also, maces are a good weapon type because while they do not do as much damage as two-handed weapon or two-handed swords, they do crushing damage, which is the best damage type in these kind of games. Crushing damage has the least resistance to it. Slashing is also very good, but not as good as crushing, and piercing is the least good because most, or not most enemies, but most of the enemies with immunities are immune to piercing damage. And also some enemy types that are common in these games, like skeletons, are resistant to piercing as well as slashing. So yeah, crushing is great. That's the lesson there. I'm not even sure if it's crushing. I think it was called bludgeoning in these old games. Yeah, it's crushing. I don't know what's the difference. Let's take a look what's beyond this western edge here. There is another area here, 16 hours away. It's at the shore.
Try to keep up.
We might go there later. In fact, I think we might go ahead and explore some of these areas in this part before moving on to seek out Tazok and his bandits. It doesn't seem like they are in any hurry to leave, so we might take our time with this. Okay, so far so good. Ah, crap.
You point, squeaky wheel, get stuck in.
Minsky, go in there.
Speak and be gone.
For right. I always am.
Go for the eyes, boo. Go for the eyes.
Wow,
Try to keep
that
up.
was the stunning effect.
Let's butt kicking for goodness.
We just saw the visualization there because visualization, I should say, because the ghoul already died by the time it has happened. Also, I'm not sure if ghouls are susceptible to stun. Let's learn this horror spell. Great, we managed to learn it. I will go ahead and remove some of these spells. I don't really need them at the moment, so we'll replace them with horror. That's a good spell. I'm just checking if my difficulty is back at core. Okay.
I will listen.
And we have been attacked by some huge spiders, which we will go ahead and take down.
And fucking
Won't be too much problem, I guess.
Be direct.
you point, I punch.
Come on. Kill them already.
Squeaky wheel.
Alright.
Try to keep up.
That took a longer time than it should have. Let's check in here. What's this? Little house in the woods.
Do you want it this way?
Looks like it might be empty. Hello? Let's rob it. An aquamarine gem. Guess
I
that's
will
good to
listen.
sell.
Try to keep up.
Okay, let's check up here. There's some more areas I haven't explored. Might as well.
Let's talk. Butt kicking for goodness.
Be direct.
And we have been attacked by some skeletons wielding
Run,
darts.
gold plate, and pack it.
Ouch. Time to test those
And be gone.
maces on these skeletons.
This will not be a quick death.
For right.
When the going gets tough, someone hold my rodent.
Yeah, maces are great against skeletons. And it looks like that they have skulls on them. I'm not sure if I should pick up all of them, but I will take at least one because it might be useful at some point. I'm sure it will be. Yeah.
There be squeaky
I will
wheel,
listen.
get stuck in.
Try to keep up.
Let's go on. More skeletons. Alright,
I understand.
Make a
guess
squeaky wheel,
that's
get
fine.
stuck in.
Be direct.
For right.
Time is up for you.
Oh, somebody leveled. Who did? Dorn. That's great.
Cool.
Great
Go
news.
for the eyes, boo. Go for the eyes. Rask!
I know nothing more, so leave me to go.
Speak, and it shall be even bloodier than you hoped.
Okay, nothing really on them, other than more skulls. Now, let's level up Dorn. He gained 10 hit points and 1 Thaco, which is fine. And here we have a person named Kaiven.
You point, I punch.
Let's go talk to him with Savile.
Hail! It is not often that I come across strangers in this part of the world.
What takes you out this far from civilization? It's none of your concern, stranger. We're adventurers, ready to smite any evil that darkens our path. That sounds like more something Minsk would say than Savile, but yeah, let's go with that. A strange coincidence. I have a quest similar to your own. I have been hunting the bandits in the region for the past few months. Perhaps if we work together, we would fare better. What do you say to that? Sounds good. We don't have the time to devote to that right now. Perhaps in the future. Go ahead. We'll follow to wherever you take us. We'll help you against the bandits, but only if you tell us why you've spent months hunting them. Yeah, let's go with number 3. Why are you hunting the bandits? Their leader, an ogre named Tazok, took the life of someone very dear to me. Okay, well, we are looking for Tazok as well, so... yeah, thanks for being honest. You can join our party. Let's take a look at what he can offer us. I hope that we will work well together. Let's go ahead and kick Imwen temporarily, as always.
Good on you if you save the day.
We will not kick her permanently, I don't think. I think he's a part of our party in the long run. So let's take a look at him. He's a ranger, and he has some very basic equipment. And he's level 4. His dexterity is quite high, as well as his strength. Makes him very good with both a bow and a sword, I guess. Although I'm not sure which one is using... Oh, halberd. Okay, he's good with halberds. Also, if you put another point in longswords, then he's quite a good two-handed fighter as well, just like Minsk. Let's take a look at his information and biography. When asked about his past, Kaiven reveals that he hails from the forest of Shilmista. Though he has not visited his homeland for quite some time, he has instead been traveling the world, driven by the darkest of obsessions, revenge. This one actually, Savile can relate to, since he's also seeking revenge for Gryan's death, being that he's an Avenger and all. Let's continue on. Kaiven and his mate, Deheriana, were apparently on a romantic sojourn years ago, when they were waylaid by a group of brigands. When they were captured and tortured for the amusement of Tazok, the half-ogre that led the attack. Okay, so we have found out here that Tazok is a half-ogre. I don't think we have heard that before. Kaiven eventually escaped, but the Heriana did not survive the attack. Kaiven is a man of few words, and obviously does not make friends easily. Likely he will not take much pleasure from life until he has revenged the death of his love. Okay, that's a sad story there. I think we might actually keep him and replace Rasad with him. Rasad is okay, but you know, not the greatest. So yeah, I will go ahead and give over this ring to Kaiven. And I guess we will sell this Wakizashi. Yeah, let's just give it to Minsk for now. You can keep that sling and one of these bullets, I guess. I'll take those potions and give them to Kaiven. In fact, I will go ahead and give one to Minsk because he's our tank. And I will use Kaiven with a bow most of the time, so I'm going to go ahead and... oh, Imwen's not in the party anymore. Okay, let's go and pick up Imwen again.
It's probably
Back home,
done.
Puffguts would always
Yeah,
tell
let's
me a
get
story.
going. And let's kick Rasad. I think I've removed everything from his inventory.
Your wish?
everything
As the
important.
full moon wanes and disappears, so too does our association come to an end. I pray that it will one day wax again, and we can travel the realms side by side.
I shall return to Nashkel. If you ever wish to learn more about the Sun Soul, please do not hesitate to come speak to me. Yeah, okay. He's off.
You're a queer fellow.
Let's go and put Kaiven there in the party order. And let's see if we can give him any arrows. Yes, I think we can. We have a whole bunch of them. In fact, since Kaiven is obsessed with avenging the death of his beloved, who was killed by bandits, let's give him the bandit sculpts. That seems fitting. And yeah, we will need to buy a lot more arrows, since Kaivan will be using a lot of them, and Imwen as well.
I will listen. It shall be even bloodier than you hope.
What do you want?
One more thing, I want to take a look at what his taco is, and what Imon's taco is. His taco is 12, which is pretty good, and Imon's is 14, which means if we are going to take the Dale's Protector, the braces of archery, and remove them, then it will increase to 16, which means she will be a lot more useless. So I think I will keep this on her and use something else for Kaiven. Well, for now we don't have a pair of bracers to give him, but at some point we will. So yeah, let's move on.
Try to keep up.
I wanted to get rid of some of my frontline fighters anyway, because it was getting a little convoluted up on the front of the battle lines there, because you know, you can only manage so many of your people at once. So yeah, it's a good thing that we could replace Rassad with a ranged archer. And here we have a castle of some sort, or a stronghold. This is actually High Hedge. We will go in there at some point, but for now let's just keep exploring this area. Also, we haven't really found an entrance yet.
Speak and be
Let's
gone.
gold plate and
Minsky, go ahead and take the
My
blows
blade will
from
cut
those
you down to
mauls.
size.
Be direct.
That was a noble deed.
Speak and be gone.
Kaiven thinks that us killing those gnolls was a noble deed. I'm not sure if that's quite true.
My blade will cut you down to size.
Okay, that was quick. As usual, Dorn is wrong about it. And Seville I just didn't use in this fight because he's not very useful in these fights. He's our healer, not our fighter. And when you get up close with him, then it becomes harder to manage the other guys.
I will listen.
Okay, we have reached the southern edge of the map. So let's take a look at what's down here. I don't think it will be anything new. No, okay.
cool butt
You go
kicking
on
for
ahead,
goodness.
Minsk. You are our best man. Oh, more gnolls.
You bold plate and packing
Be
steel.
direct.
Go
This
for
will
the
not
eyes,
be a
Boor.
quick
Go
death.
for the eyes. Run!
Speak and be gone.
My blade will
Be a
cut you
quick
down.
death.
Okay, here we go.
Waiting is done.
Oh, more of them.
Don't bother as you wish.
Less butt kicking for goodness.
I will listen. For now.
We'll let Seville loot the corpses until then.
Feet erect.
Come on, guys,
And be
kill
gone.
them.
Yes?
What you want?
Okay. Well, that worked. Let me put these gems away. Well, let's take a look at this. This is actually Purdue's short sword, which means that we have found the sword that was lost by the halfling Purdue. We have met him back at Baragast and we have already spoken to him, so now we just need to bring this back to him. I think this was many episodes ago, actually,
Squeaky wheel.
when we first visited Baragast. Otherwise, we have reached the entrance of the High Hedge. I think we will enter this in the next episode. I will leave this off here for now. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.